there's an ad.
Ah! What is up, everybody? I am immediately getting rid of that way. Hi, everyone. What's up? Welcome to the Ranger Week in Review. I'm going to pretend to do the big thing, long and short of it. Welcome to the Ranger Week in Review, the show that goes over everything that happened in your world in Power Rangers. I am your host, Ranger Liz, and Tokusatsu. Of course, let's not forget about Toku. We have a crap-tastic amount of stuff to go over today. And, yeah. Drink. You ready? Awesome. Kick back, relax, something, something. We're getting started now because we have an epic poo load of Ranger news. We've got Legend of the White Dragon to somewhat talk about. That's an interesting dynamic. We'll be talking about that a little bit. Hasbro, all the stuff about rebooting /rebooting the reboots. We got a bunch of movie stuff to talk about. Comic news, a ton of covers and variants that are coming out for San Diego Comic-Con, as long as a bunch of San Diego Comic-Con news, but not a ton because they just talked about all of that. We've got stuff gaming news. We've got Legacy Wars, Heroes of the Grid, and Battle for the Grid news. And yeah, if I want to talk about, we had some Gold Ranger. We finally got to see the Gold Ranger morpher thingy, and it's collective. Chris, I don't know if you agree with me, but I think the collective mess was meh. It wasn't great. It was just not like not bad. It's not for us. I think little kids will really like it, but it's definitely not. Yeah, well, that's because they like to live dangerously. I had a Nerf bow and arrow when I was a child, and I was quite happy with it. So and over the course of this stream, hopefully other people are going to be popping in. And then after this, of course, we're going to go to RRR The Streets. So that was just Power Ranger stuff in the world of everything else, guys. Kamen Rider Geo, a bit of stuff about the movie and whatever, but 01 is the big one. 01, we got like the first scans. We know what the Rider looks like, the Henshin device, all of the gimmicks. We have a ton of stuff for 01. Ryusoulger did get a little bit of stuff, got a new mecha for the Q4 scans. Ultraman, a little bit of stuff for that as well. Big news if you're a fan of Ultraman coming to America. Hey, you know what else I would love to have come to America, Chris? Kamen Rider. You can't hear me? Never mind. Sorry, when that whole... I'm telling you guys, I've had a bajillion problems. I had to mute a bunch of stuff. Chris, talk again.
Hi.
Thanks. Okay. Sorry about everyone. What's up? What's up, chat? You guys are being awesome and chatting up a storm, and yeah, sorry. Let's get started with Tuba Triumph, because this is clearly going to be the epitome of what we talk about today. Hold on, let me go ahead and get the, eventually I'll get the picture pulled in of Ravi going, but we found out the episode description for episode 13 of Power Rangers Beast Morphers Tuba Triumph. I'm only assuming this kid that's getting bullied plays the tuba, and after witnessing him being bullied, Ravi takes him under his wing. I don't know about you, but I don't think if anyone that's going to be the, like, deep, caring, like, I don't think brooding Ravi is necessarily the best. Maybe this will be great. Maybe it will open him up out of his shell. Maybe not. I have no idea. But we don't even know when it's going to come out. We got absolutely nothing about it. But hey, we do have the title now and the quick description. And hey, there he is. Oh, this is weird since I don't have chat. I can like put stuff over there. I should just move him bigger and bigger just to freak everybody out. I don't know why that was a picture. I just grab whatever photo and I source things. That is how the world goes around. Let's go through chat really quick. So what's up, everybody? Twin Sister, Bindi, Johnny, thanks for coming in. Race, Christian, Scale, whoo. Matthew Morrison, hey, I have a question. When Brian Castanetti left, is that good news or bad news? I think it's just corporate news, honestly. I think they already started moving over to the new cast and all the new stuff, and yeah, I think that's probably just, it's gonna keep on chugging. You should put Chris in a tube. Like, like Zordon. I should get a Zordon filter. I should create a Zordon filter. That would be
a big tube.
Can I make it pink?
You can make it any color you want.
I'm
a fan of gold.
I know you're a fan of gold. But you like so we're getting Jason Gold in San Diego Comic Con, and we're getting Trey Gold in Battle for the Grid.
I know, it's like the best of both worlds. I'm Hannah Montaning it up here.
No, they're not. No, everybody in chat's pretty much our age. They know who that is. That's fine. Like, who's Hannah Montana?
Yeah, Miley Cyrus up in here. No, it's we talked about this on the Power Ranger live stream, just contemplating what announcements they might admit or make at San Diego with the exclusives they have, the fact that, you know, Gold Ranger's a DLC, and Austin St. John's just going to happen to be there.
I'm thinking skins. Let's have one of it just be Lizdon of Eltar. Yes, I am your sage of everything. Can I turn up Chris? I absolutely can turn up Chris. He is now turned up. Let me know if he is too loud. So, yeah, nothing really much about Brian. And Ravi, your face is very comical right now, and you're getting off of that, because that's really all we have for Beast Morphers. We have so much other stuff to talk about. We're just going to move on from there. A quick fun thing. It's Ranger related, if you are a fan of these sorts of things. ACC Stunts, who does stunts for Power Rangers, and I think they did stuff for Garo and a few other things. But they have I don't think it's a podcast. It's an hour and 20-minute long conversation, kind of interview podcast style, where they talk about them doing stunts in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I haven't gotten a chance to listen to it yet. It just came out this week. This is episode 2. They say in the future they're going to talk about them doing stunts on other channels, but apparently they also talk about like a day in the life, what it's like doing an episode of Power Rangers and the stunts. I think I love the behind the scenes stuff. I just keep looking. Hi, Chris. Uh, um, I think that is just ridiculously entertaining, and I love them. So if you are as interested as I am, I will have a link to it below. But it's channel AAC, and they do have their own YouTube channel. If you just want to go ahead and hit subscribe on them, and yeah, as always, guys, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. Hold on, I gotta put the business tie on. Hit that bell notification so you can be notified anytime I post a new upload. Ding! There we go. I had to get my spiel in at least once, right? Chris
So I'm watching the YouTube chat, so it's all delayed. So I know what's going to happen before it happens, but it still cracks me up because you're all just like,
yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, hi, bugger. Oh, we'll get that in a minute. You want to say hi to everyone? Hi. Here's my microphones right here. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Is it about time you go night-night? Uh-huh. Is there anything you'd like to say to anyone? Do you want to say... Who's your favorite Power Ranger? Are you going to be shy? Who's your favorite Power Ranger? Nope. Hey, what color Power Ranger is Mommy?
Sylvia.
What?
Sylvia.
I'm Sylvia? What? No, what color is my suit?
Sylvia, duh.
Yellow. And what color is Dad's suit?
Blue.
Oh, you want Daddy to be blue. And are you going to be red?
Mama, double.
Yeah. That's Chris. Can you say hi, Chris? Okay. Should we go put you night-night now? Okay. Chris, I'm expecting you to be really entertaining for about 2 minutes while I go put my daughter to bed. Chat?
I'm just
We'll be right
flabbergasted.
back.
It only takes you 2 minutes to put your kid to sleep.
Can you say night-night? Night-night. Look at mwah. Okay. One sec.
All right, so now I have to run a Ranger weekend review. So we won't take away anything from Liz. What'd you guys? I'm just gonna look at chat until she gets back. So what'd you guys? What's the consensus on Legend of the White Dragon? Just because I know there's opinions and everything all over the place. I'm just curious what the chat feels about it so far. Hey, there's another Chris here now.
What's up?
Now there's 2 Chris's. You're probably on mute though, Chris. I don't know. So I mean, yeah, Legend of the White Dragon. It looks entertaining. It looks like it could be fun. My own personal opinion is I don't financially support those things.
Yeah,
Too many swings and misses, so to speak. However, as we talked about earlier, I think it's treading very, very closely on intellectual property infringement there, especially when it takes place in Angel Graves.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that gets some edits before you see the final product.
Right. But we wish them the best. We do. It's just, I don't know. I'll follow it to see how it does, and obviously, if it comes out, I'll watch it. But I don't think I'm. I gotta support the franchise in a way that I think benefits the franchise as a whole, and I don't think this is one of those things that does it. Especially, I don't know. as we said, it feels like a lot of what we just got, but changed and tweaked just enough to not be the same, but kind of is.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's not. I don't want to say that it's like they have bad motives or anything like that, but it does just feel like, oh, we'll just throw you more like MMPR actors just to make money off the fans and the diehard nostalgia people and things like that. So I don't know.
I think there is a way to do this. I don't know. I mean, I feel like this story's it's obviously written for the cast. Like, does that make sense? Like the story for this trailer and this movie or whatever they're doing, it feels like whatever story they came up with was written specifically to capitalize on the fact that they used to be Power Rangers.
Right, right.
You know
It's
what I
not
mean?
like
So,
it's a completely original idea. It's very much just like, hey, we know you like this. We'll trade off your nostalgia, and you know what I mean. Like it's very much just like, I don't know. I don't know how to say it without making it sound like I'm being.
Oh, hey, other people are here. What's up?
Hello.
Hey.
you have two Chris's in your life now.
It's true.
Gotcha. Oh, that's gonna be so confusing. Sorry about that. Hey, so thanks to Chris Squared for being here, cause they understand. My week's just been ridiculous, and I got home late last night after being gone for a few days or two, and basically it's been craptastic, and I've had like 4 hours to attempt to put an entire show together. So thanks for hanging out, guys. You've really made this a little easier on me, and I appreciate that.
The end of a
So
long week.
yeah, my bus, it literally took 3 different buses to get to Atlanta and back. And this wasn't like I was taking a Greyhound, guys. I was literally on a chartered bus trip. The first bus luckily got us to Atlanta.
So it's like you went to the command center at Power Morphicon.
Oh my god. So we left on time. We got there. Like, Atlanta was just being a bunch of a-holes to us. And not the front office, not the fans. The fans were fine. But we found out we're supposed to leave at 8:30. 8:20 rolls around. We all get a message. Hey guys, bus is gonna leave until 10. Okay, great. Get an extra hour of sleep. Check out of the room. Get down and whatever. And they're like, hey, so the bus is overheating. They're trying to fix it, and they're hoping they're gonna be here by 10. Great. We have like an 8 and some hour ride, right, from Atlanta to St. Louis. So we do that, and then they tell us, hey, the bus is dead. So we're renting
great.
another bus from another company. Luckily, at least the company we were going through is taking care of all of this. So they do that, and they have to move all of our stuff to another bus. So we are now on bus number 2. That bus has to stop because they missed stuff, and look, it was a really long trip. We had to change buses in Tennessee at one point, and I got home like 4 or 5 hours late. That is why nothing happened. That is why we are currently here right now. So
Did
we
your
have
team
talked
win?
about stunts. We have talked about whatever. This is what we're going to talk about next. Are you ready, guys? Because this. Oh wait, do I not? Where's the big long picture of all the stuff? Did it not save? We're going to talk about Legend of the White Dragon for a moment. Legend of the White Dragon is the new. And full disclosure, I have not even watched the trailer for it yet. I haven't had time today. I haven't watched the trailer for it yet. But here's what we have. I gotta pull up the picture first, because it is, I swear, one letter away from a copyright infringement. And I'm all for, like, I think it's neat that what they're trying to do. Good luck to them, more power to them. But I think you are either ridiculously excited about this, or you're gonna avoid it like the plague. I'm kind of indifferent, but I feel like I'm one of the few.
Master Chief, what happened?
Right. So let me go ahead and tell you. This is from Kickstarter, because this is a Kickstarter thing, of course. Let me tell you, use your imaginations while you look at all of these preview things. Into the aftermath. And the aftermath is capitalized, so I'm assuming they're going to something. Again, I have not seen the trailer for this. Into the Aftermath. The city was left decimated, a past reminder of the great battle and fall of heroes. As a result of the death and destruction of everyone, I'm assuming, the city became known as... Are you guys ready? Make sure, get good drink in for the spit take if you want, okay? The city became known as Angel Graves.
I love you, Keith.
It's a little
on
on the nose, right? Little. I get. I don't want to say a toku is a toku is a toku. You're gonna have the powered uppy suits. There's gonna be special effects. I got the armor's a little. I'm definitely thinking Mass Effect N7 style stuff. But Jesus Christ, you called it Angel Graves. Like, okay. And I'm sure JDF and his legal team are trying to tiptoe whatever line they possibly can. But I just think it's a little close. I'm pretty sure I know both of your answers, but will either of you be supporting this film?
Not financially.
Nope.
Is anyone in chat or any of you going to be a Mass Effect fan? I'm not actually a Mass Effect. Keith's played it and I've watched it. I know there have been people who immediately got behind it. I'm a big fan. I want to see Yoshi in something. I want to see Sierra Hannah. Like, I think it would be really cool. I think with JDF and Bat in the Sun, they have such a record. I think it's going to get made. And is that a shame on me at this point? But I kind of feel like they could do it. But I also kind of feel like the order could, bend you over and it just not end up well. C'est la vie. The cheapest of the Kickstarters, $25 if you want to get in at the absolute cheapest rate. But I will tell you that the goals, at least, if I pull it up to try to get you any information, and if you guys can't tell by the pictures, by the way, while I'm pulling this up, this is Jason David Frank, Johnny Young Bosch, CR Hannah. Wait a second, I just noticed something. And that poster all the way to the left, is that Jason David Frank's daughter?
Yep. Yeah, the story of the trailer is that his daughter has been taken and he's got to go get his daughter back.
Oh.
He has a very particular set of skills.
I like how this honestly is Liz's live reaction to this, and I'm sorry that this maybe not be the most hyped thing. I haven't seen it. I think if I see the trailer, will I watch it? Yes. Yeah, I'll watch it. I think it will be entertaining. I'd love to have some popcorn, and we can all, I think it would be hilarious if we all sat down in a Google Hangout and watched it together. For $25, you get the high-def download of the film. Well, thank God it's not standard definition. And you get the download of the music score. $50, you get all of that. Digital version of the script, digital poster. $100. I mean, it's a lot of digital stuff. I think once you get to 100, you start getting like an 8x10 photo signed by JDF. At least I will tell you this. I feel like the rewards that you get are at least something that may actually happen. It's a lot of digital stuff. You don't have to worry about them screwing up shipping or whatever. If you start getting like really high up there, you start getting a white dragon helmet autographed by JDF, which makes me really want to say who designed, like, Bat in the Sun design, like who made their stuff. I don't know. I had really high hopes for it, and I kind of do, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm going.
It's at just shy of $30,000 as of right now. They have 29 days to go, so they have less than 10% in the first 12 hours, 10 hours. The thing that I think they might have messed up on is to get and this is strictly from a marketing standpoint. So if you look, for example, $100 gets you an 8x10 photo signed by JDF, but if you want to get the whole cast, you got to drop $500 to get the whole cast. Now, if they would have made that like a $250 reward, I think they would have had a ton of people do a $250 reward to get, autographs of Yoshi and Jason Font and Jason David Frank, and I think for $250 that works. For $500, that's a little too steep in my opinion, but that's just my opinion.
I'm kind of with you. I think if maybe this is like your thing where you want like the poster itself, if it's less about individual actors and more about the projects maybe, but excuse me, that is still quite expensive. Do you think, oh, hold on, let me answer this one really quick. Do you think Jenna Ray Frank is the next Red Ranger?
No.
I think I think they're gonna try. I think if she wants to be the next Red Ranger, she should. I mean, I think she's done martial arts, whatever. If she auditions and she legit goes through the entire process, and they actually do a female Red Ranger and it's her, Godspeed and more power to her. But I don't want it to be like, hey, JF's daughter, you can be the Red Ranger. Forget that.
I'm just put off by the constant shoehorning of his daughter into everything to try to make her a star. That as a fan, as a casual fan of JDF and a Power Rangers fan, that it's a little grating after a while, where she's involved in every single project. She had her own panel at Power Morpher Express order. It's just, to me, that's too much. She's not a star yet, and until she becomes one, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my personal opinion. That's nothing against her, JDF, nothing like that. That's just trying to force someone down your throats. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I absolutely agree. I think if she becomes a Ranger and she whatever, then yeah, fantastic. But I think right now, no. Let's see, maybe this is huge. Actually, I'd crack up if this was huge and she got a lot of recognition or something for it and became sweet.
Glad you made it home, Liz.
I'm so sorry, Larry. The alert box was buried under there. Larry, thank you for the $10. I did make it home. I will drink a Bud Select in your honor, and not just because it's been a really craptastic feud. I mean, it's been a good few days. It's just been really busy. Okay, we have to get moving on because we actually have a lot of other stuff to talk about. But the last of the thing. We never made it that far when I was talking about the description. Blah, blah, blah. They live in angel graves now. The heroes were blamed, stripped of their titles, and hunted, but as evil once again threatens to return, they must rise from the ashes with the power of the white dragon. That's not like a drug, right? Like chasing the white dragon? Right. Okay, so let's just move on from that. Let's talk about the news that is kind of news that wasn't really news, that's absolutely huge news. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2017 movie will not have a sequel. It apparently, allegedly, and I will read you the full quote, is happening without the cast that happened in 2017. The actual quote, I'll put a picture up of the movie eventually, but here we go. So, Dacre Montgomery did a Reddit AMA. People submit questions. He types out answers, yada yada. They asked him, what's the deal with the next movie? He said, quote, I think there is a movie in the works, but it's not with me and the cast. So, yes, but not with us. I'm taking it as, I think we've all kind of assumed they weren't really going to get him back. There's... Animal, thank you very much for the 99 cents through Super Chat. I appreciate that. It's all going to help me get to Ranger Stop, Orlando. And still pay off all of the Beast Morphers toys that I've reviewed. Is this news? Is this big news? Is this not news? Guys, what do you think?
I think it was news that pretty much everyone already knew, but...
was it kind of a big thing, at least, that we can all just say, finally, like, it's done, it's dead, Jim?
It might be closure for some people, but I think, at least I thought, I obviously Twitter comments have proven me wrong, but I thought most people kind of already assumed this was the case. But if you needed that last little bit of closure, then so be it. But I just think, I mean, a lot of the cast has moved on. I mean, obviously Becky G is huge in the music world. Naomi Scott was in Aladdin. Um, and I apologize, I don't know the Red Ranger's name, but he's in Stranger Things. He's great.
Daker.
Um, uh, uh, and I'm blanking on names now, but the Black Ranger was in Aquaman. RJ
Lin.
Seiler has been in tons of things, various DC shows. He gets killed after like 2 episodes every time. But I mean, they're moving on. They're being successful, which is great
Well,
because.
Look
there's.
at me, I'm on RWIW. Grinning face with
What? I'm
big
sorry.
eyes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Should I say this is, if you, wait, I was gonna joke and say this is hashtag sponsored, but if a donation meant hashtag sponsored, I'm pretty sure 90% of the Ranger Weekend reviews would be hashtag sponsored by Larry and Bud Select.
I think when it comes to the movie, I think like we mentioned in our last chat we just did for those who were there, like Hasbro announced Paramount was doing it back when they talked about doing another movie. That should have been the news right then and there that it wasn't going to be a sequel, because very, very rarely do studios give up rights to movies to other studios without some cash being exchanged. And with the movie not being a financial success, it should have been a foregone conclusion that it was not going to be a sequel, which sucks because the cast was fun. They were a great cast, but you know, this is Hasbro now, and Hasbro wants to make their own stuff, and they have that mindset of we can do it bigger and better, and we'll see if they can.
I don't. Yeah, I'm just kind of echoing what you guys said. I really was wanting in my heart. I was wanting a sequel because I really thought they did a good job at building everything, and I would have just loved to have the story continue. But say la vie. I mean, Hasbro has I would say, a pretty decent track record because Transformers and whatnot. Like, they at least know how to make.
We just want to talk about GI Joe
Just
or Battleship
Whatever form the next PAR movie takes, I just
or
hope
Clue.
it gets to morph in time much quicker.
Did Clue ever come out? I don't even know.
Absolutely. Alan, thank you so much for the £5 donation, whatever form the next PR movie takes. I hope it gets to morph in time much quicker. And I agree. I think that was, I mean, to me, I'm a huge fan, and even I was just like, kind of suck, like, not seeing them in their suits very much. And I get it from a story perspective why it waited, but I think we're all still kids at heart, and we're like, morph! Morph!
I think somebody on Twitter said it great when they said that this movie was trying to set up like a 6-movie franchise, and they forgot to they forgot to actually get to the part of the movie where it's supposed to be about superheroes, because they were so invested in creating a story and creating something to build upon that they never actually got to do anything other than a simple fight, and that wasn't enough to push it over the top.
No. There was. Fighting putties wasn't enough to go straight to the Megazord. That's not how it works. You gotta fight the monster on the land, and then you gotta make sparks fall off their chest, and then they had to make. They didn't even make the power. They didn't make the power cannon. Oh well.
Most
Oh
of them
well.
didn't even have weapons except Red.
That's true.
Yeah, too much the pit. I mean, hey, that was, and I will admit, that was a really good training montage. Due to. Oh, there's a lot from Denise. Yeah, Cordell. They didn't have morphers. Why do you think the morpher? I did it a long time ago. I was trying to do a thing like 2-minute chats, and I did one about how the Power Rangers movie morpher was worth the $5 maybe that I paid for it on clearance. If you don't use it on TV, how are kids gonna want to know that they want to pay? They want to buy it. Like, why would you have paid $30 for that?
Yeah, it didn't really do much.
It was a marketing disaster from start to finish. I mean, we all complained about the
there
lack
he
of
is.
marketing leading up to the movie, and I mean, the toys reflect that in the perfect sense. So
They were just, I was thinking, like, with anything with Power Rangers, it's like, I don't feel like I should have paid $10 for this. Like, I feel ripped off. Why would I want to collect all of them?
I feel abducted.
What the hell are we talking
Oh,
about?
excuse me. Real quick, Doomsday, no Super Sentai news yet. Database, yeah, just talking about more about civilian fighting styles, sort of connection more to the morphed scene. Nacho Cheese Goldar was bad. That's, yeah.
I'm sure he was tasty though.
The
Oh,
nachos were delicious.
well, hello there, Mr. Shuki. How are you
Hi.
doing? Welcome.
I'm back with food.
Good. Good. Hold on. Hey, LE9 Productions, you might not want to be putting your Facebook stuff out a whole bunch like this. Maybe. Maybe not. Abductor Shuki. It is Abductor Shuki here. Hey, since I never had you guys, can you introduce yourselves real quick? Because I suck at that.
Sure. I'm Chris Long from Long's Toys. Anyone else?
Brian,
Okay, hi. I'm Collector Shugi on YouTube and Twitter and all that fun stuff.
I am Toku Chris from Toku Nation and Power Ranger, and technically this entire stream is Power Ranger contributors / editors /
This is.
It's like a second work video.
Yeah, it kind of is. So thanks, guys. I commandeered, and again, I already went over the story, but I didn't have much time today, so they were already live streaming. RR the Streets is live streaming later tonight, and I figured I'll just squeeze myself in and kidnap all of them to make my show better. Right? Isn't that good business? You make a bad situation and you turn it into a good.
Yes.
Absolutely.
A
That's how
good
you do
business decision is to have your first bus work.
My first what?
Have your first bus work.
No, that's impossible in our group. Animal 865, thank you so much for the 99-cent donation. Thank you so much for being here. I see Shuki. If I could pick a song for the next movie, what would it be? What's Going On by the Four Non-Blondes.
Gangster's Paradise.
Sorry, that's already taken by Sonic.
No, nothing is. Oh, it's so bad. Yeah, okay, so Four Non-Blondes, Gangster's Paradise, Chris Squared.
Like something completely random?
I mean, doesn't have to be random. I'm just dumb.
I don't know.
I don't music well, so I just had to throw out a Sonic joke.
Yeah, most of my music is just Sentai and Rider themes. So
It could work. Iggy Azalea's Fancy. That'd be Old Town Road. No, I don't
What
know,
that
man.
song,
I
the
just don't like that
horses,
song.
horses in the back. Put that horses in the back song out there.
There we go.
Make it work. I don't care how. Just make it work.
I don't music well. I listen to a lot of like I put like a hot K-pop in it. Put like Bang 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 by Big Bang in it. Bang Bang Bang. No dancing. All right, guys.
I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna assume yes.
Wild West Rangers movie. That's
There
gonna
you
be a
Then you
short.
can
Will
really do
Smith.
Old Town Road. It'd be perfect.
No, the Wild West Rangers, the movie, would be, I think that would be straight to Netflix. All Star by
Yes.
none of that. None of that. Yeah, movie. We're new cast. I personally am not a, and I know a lot of people are, but I am not one of those, who would you like to cast for? I'm like, I don't like that one chick from that one thing. I don't watch movies. I don't actually watch a lot of stuff other than Sentai, Toku, and cartoons. So I got nothing.
I think they need to cast Zordon as somebody who has already been casted in other movies who is really good at putting teams of people together. So I'm thinking Samuel L. Jackson. So
He's already bald.
Please.
keep the eye patch and everything.
It's mother effing morphin' time.
I'm sick of these putties on this motherfucking rock. Morph.
We would all watch it.
Although
Trust
that
me,
would
we
actually
would
be a
all watch
really
it.
funny thing if we could all get together and just make the most insane Power Ranger thing. Brian, do you care one way or the other if the cast is being changed?
Mike
No.
Myers is the Green Ranger.
The way I look at that would be perfect. The way I look at it, like, it's by the time another movie rolls around, so 2021, 2022, it's already been, you're looking at probably 4 to 5 years since last movie, and that was when it debuted, not even when it filmed. So you're looking at an additional year on top of that. Like, all these guys have good careers and have moved on. Like, it's the thing to do.
I mean, it's not even nostalgia. It's not like it's been long enough. People are like, oh, I really can't wait to see them back.
I mean, if I want to see Naomi Scott again, I'll just go see Charlie's Angels. It's fine.
Or Aladdin. She's a busy
Did that
lady.
already. Yeah, she is.
I actually want Doc Ray to come back as like Bulk after watching Stranger Things. I think that'd be great.
All right, let's go to some comic news.
Oh, sorry.
In comic news, so we have a bajillion and one covers. Quick stuff. So we talked about the team, Jason, Trini, and Zach. We got a name for them officially-ish. They are the
Omega Rangers.
Omega Rangers. So they look pretty. I'll pull up a photo of the cover in just a bit. We did have that blurry kind of cover at first, and then they went ahead and gave us the more updated ones with the
Did we already have an Omega Ranger?
Yeah.
Yep. But now we have multiple.
These are the Omega Rangers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's like
There
the
you
White
go.
Dragon. Completely different.
There you go, guys.
Skirts the line.
They
Angel
do
Grace.
look good.
No, the design is fantastic. I don't know if Danielle is the one who, or Daniele is the one who did the designs, or it was Dan Mora, but they're great designs. I love them.
I think it was Daniele. I think. I'm trying to remember because I think Ryan said it on Ranger Danger, but I can't remember. I think it was Daniele.
Okay. Yeah, he did. I mean, they look great. I want them as Lightning Collection figures.
Don't we all?
That's gonna be an exclusive. I think we've all kind of gotten over the last like 2 weeks our wah kind of thing, because I wanted them to be space ninjas, and I mean, I honestly think this is the closest to space ninjas we're possibly gonna get, so I'm happy. I also would have been happy with them like saving random people in Switzerland being attacked by Swiss guards or something.
Oh no, Swiss guards.
Hey, they're
Are they-
really strong. They protect the Pope.
Are the people in Switzerland just attacking people for no reason? Like, what's happening in this
We
scenario?
must
Hey.
protect Switzerland.
The reason they're so peaceful is because the Omega Rangers there. Without them, it would be a crime-ridden dump. And I know about crime-ridden dumps. I live within an hour of East St. Louis.
Fair.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Nito, we're gonna remove that one because we are somewhat pressed-ish for time. Although this is just fun and a half, and now I'm all like, I gotta do this again. So blah blah blah. We got all that. Also this week, don't forget to pick up if you haven't already, and if you haven't already, I don't know. Oops, sorry, Brian, I'm moving you all over.
No, that's fine.
Shuki's dancing. Go-Go Power Rangers number 21 has came out. Tommy is in it. Not too many crazy spoilers, so let's not talk about the last panel of it. Give everybody a few days to read it, but it didn't go where I thought it was going to go at the beginning. I fully enjoyed it. I like where it's setting up. Have you guys gotten a chance to read it yet?
I have
I'm
not.
reading it right now, actually.
It was cool. I liked it.
I need to go grab it. Work was crazy, and I didn't get out to the comic store, but I definitely want to check it out.
I like where this issue kind of put everything. And it was really weird reading an issue that just had so many mentions and throwbacks to the TV show. Because we've gotten bits and pieces here and there, but this one was just chocked full of like, oh yeah, this happened, and then that happened, and this happened, and it's like reference TV show. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
So
I think
that was really
it's-
interesting.
I think it's cool that they're doing that. They're filling in the gaps, like the Battle Turban show. Like what? Like
Mhm.
not requiring us to have knowledge of it, right? Because they still explain what's going on, but giving that giving that treat to the fans who have been fans for a long time, and they're like, oh, that's the Turban Shell. That's where he was fighting in his ranger powers and blah 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 blah.
The
You know
melons.
what I mean? Yes.
That made me laugh.
I had forgotten about that until it was like the watermelon thing. I'm like, what? Yeah, it is fun. It made me want to go back and watch just watch that episode again to kind of let it do it. I think that's probably one of the best things I can say about the best thing it's about the comics is that they're freaking amazing and you should be reading them. But also is that you don't have to have watched Mighty Morphin. If you have, great. It fills in gaps that you didn't know you wanted or needed, but you find out yourself going, that's fantastic. Shit, now I want more. And then you can go watch the show because it's the same.
It's a driving factor of why people want an animated Power Rangers series, because they see what the comics are doing. Now imagine that in an animated form.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I think, the driving factor behind, and I'm one of those people. I'm sorry, but I am. But I just think the comics have proved you can do so much more than the TV show allows, that I feel like for the brand, for older fans, what a perfect way to homage the past. Because let's face it, JDF's almost 50. Amy Jo Johnson is like 49. Like these actors and actresses can't portray their roles much longer in anything other than remember when.
Hey, I
So
mean, like if CGI faces enough, if they can remove a full mustache off a guy for Superman, I'm pretty sure they can
Yeah, but
remove a
did
few
they?
wrinkles.
But did they?
but you have to remember, this is Power Rangers. That's a lot of money. They'll just
We don't have the
they'll
money.
just cover they'll just
Tommy's
cover
gonna
it
be
up.
activating his arms.
Yeah.
Everyone that's got tattoos is now wearing jackets, and the people that are losing their hair will wear hats, and that's how they'll keep it.
That's how everybody aged. Just wear a hat. It's fine. If you haven't picked up Google Power Rangers number 21 yet, go do so if you get a chance at your local comic book store, or of course on Comixology, local comic shop locator. Google it if you don't, and I'm sure you can find it. And it's just, yeah, it's absolutely great, and it didn't go exactly where I thought it was going to go, so that made me really happy. And there's a big old surprise on the last page or two, and we're not going to talk about it. But all of these things are starting to cross into each other, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I do want to say that if you were only reading Go-Go or only reading Mighty Morphin, read both. It's going to help.
Also, did you say Go-Go Power Rangers Forever 21?
Maybe.
That's a Power
The
Rangers themed
crossover you
clothing
never knew.
retail.
If I could go into a Forever 21 and find nothing but Power Ranger stuff, I would be in there in a second. Just shopping. You guys covered all the San Diego Comic-Con stuff, so I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. But I have to talk about this cover right here. It is so great. The fantastic story behind it was that Tyler was a kid. He had a Make-A-Wish, and his wish was that he wanted to be a Power Ranger, and they hooked him up. They got him a suit with his own custom helmet. He got to stop the bad guys. He had an epic Power Ranger day. Excuse me, and he was an Orange Ranger. He wanted to be the Orange Ranger, and what do we have here, guys? This is like the tier. Really? He got his own cover variant of
That's
him
so
and his Orange
cool.
Ranger. That is a custom helmet that they made for him that is now immortalized in the comics. If you get one of them, they are a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, and some of the proceeds will actually go to Make-A-Wish if you buy this cover. I want this cover so bad. I know I'm not going to get it, but what an amazing story. Just the power of Power Rangers and this brand doing good. Chris, you going to get one?
I'd like.
Um,
So you don't know which one you mean.
ooh, we have to fight for the
Fight!
answer.
I'd like to, but I don't know. Is it SDCC exclusive?
Correcto.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'll depending on if I can actually get my hands on
If the line's not too crazy.
How many are you
And I'm
willing
not-
to
them.
My goal, if I buy anything, is to buy as many of them and get people to buy as many of everything as they can. Obviously, I can't go too crazy. I'm not going to drop like $1,000 at San Diego Comic-Con, but I'll get as many as I can and distribute accordingly. I don't buy to resell when it comes to stuff like this. So
No, you buy because all of your friends are leeches and can't go to San Diego Comic Con for you, and we go,
That's
hey,
true.
Chris.
if you just happen to be in line, could you maybe possibly?
My PayPal is
Totally.
ready and waiting.
Well,
Yeah.
my goal is to go and see, okay, if I can get 10. Cool, I'll get 10, and then I'll reach out to close friends who I know are interested. Do not message me or ask me to pick something up. I'm not doing that. But
Understand.
and
Oh, forget
it's just-
everyone else. I meant for me. Like, screw those guys.
straight
Wait,
up, like
screw those guys.
I see how
I-
it is.
no. The fear is once I go, yeah, okay, I'll see what I can do. Then 16
Next
other
thing you have
people.
500
16
orders.
other people are like, oh, hey, can you also do this? And can you also get this? And can you also get in line for this? It's like, I'm going for work. It's not all play, believe it or not. I won't be free till Friday at the earliest, maybe, so, and that leaves Saturday and Sunday, the two busiest days to try to do something. Like, come on, that's, or when stuff's sold out already. Like, that's just, it's a hard thing to try to guarantee. If I happen to walk by Boom Studios and there happens to be a very little line, sure, I'll get in line and see how many they let me buy. But if they only let me buy like 2 a day, I'm not going back in line every day.
You got to
times
pull
over.
the preview night trick you pulled last time.
That was
You
a
mean-
sheer accident.
You mean I can't tempt you for like $5 to just wait in line for 3 hours for a comic book?
$5. You didn't say it would be so.
I mean,
enticing.
I'll throw in. All right, $5.54 to cover PayPal fees. How about that?
I don't even get the amount back I donated to the stream today.
Oh hell no. Hey, by the way, Tricky-B47, what's up? I saw you're in chat. It's a Ranger night. So okay, so how about this? We got to move on from that, cause we have gaming news and we still have like Toku news and we have a lot of stuff to. I'm sorry, are the streets. We're gonna bleed into you a bit. Let's get going to talk about some gaming news really quick. I'm not even throwing a photo up for it, but Legacy Wars, I forgot that Lee and Bo hadn't been released yet. Congratulations, Lee and Bo has now been released. That's it. He's out. I'm pretty sure he's out because it's Friday. Here's the
Korag
fun
has been out
stuff.
for a while already, right?
They just
Korag's been
tweeted
out
about
for
him
a
today that
minute.
he was out now. I think they tweeted that he was coming out, but he wasn't going to come out for like 2 weeks. They did it really early, and I had forgotten about it. It was a bizarre kind of thing.
I think this one was just his assist. I think his player character was out for a while.
Well, because
So I think
there was
this is just his
Korag.
assist.
That's what I'm saying. All they're doing is recoloring Korag. I don't know. I don't play it.
You right?
Hey guys, Battle for the Grid.
Now that I play.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
Yes.
So we do have some fun stuff from Heroes of the Grid. Let me toss a pickup real quick. Hey, mainbox.jpg. There, whoops. Sorry. Man, Brian, it's always you when I move the entire thing.
I'm always in the way. It's fine.
You,
Brian's
can't
very
believe you-
movable.
I can't believe you sitting in one spot, Brian. You're totally in the way. Stop standing in one spot. So here's exactly
Just like my
what
son.
we got. This is what
Stun.
we got for Heroes of the Grid. Your games are now arriving to distribution centers for fulfillment. You should expect your games to arrive over the next coming weeks. While you're waiting, it's a great time to go ahead and download the rulebook, get familiar with the game. We'd love to see photos of you getting your game. Share them on the Facebook page. I went all in, and by me, I clearly mean my husband who paid for it, and my friend Nick, who also is a gamer who threw in money. Did you guys get it? What levels? And yeah, what's the hype like?
All in, baby.
Yeah.
All in.
I went all in because by the end, the amount like per figure was so ridiculously low. It was like $3 per figure to go all in.
Yeah, the amount of stuff you get for going all in it's almost like the game's free. I mean, it blew me away how much stuff was being unlocked with the all in stuff with the stretch goals. So I went all in. I didn't have the money. Skipped a bill real quick to do it, and then paid the price for that later.
Yeah, I waited a little bit and then I went all in once like the most of the things I wanted got reached.
No, I did the kind of wait until the last 4 or 5 days. I was one of the late people. Like I knew I was gonna back it, but I kind of waited. But yeah, once 48,000 Kickstarter rewards were unlocked, you just might as
That
well.
reminds me, is the Bulk and Skull pack going to be at San Diego? Does anyone know? I should look into that.
I would look that up. No, I don't think it would be at San Diego because the whole game isn't released yet. I don't think they would just sell a $20 expansion pack for a game that's not out yet.
I guarantee you they'll have copies available at the San Diego.
Yeah, it is like the biggest.
Guarantee you.
There you go. I haven't gotten that one. I've spent enough on everything else, unfortunately. I'll be getting it when I get it. I'll probably be doing either a live stream or a recording of unboxing everything. So I'll have that. I'm gonna do some gameplay. Seeing as how we're all from the PowerRanger.com site, we're gonna do like a group play or what? Because if we all have the game, we could just pretend.
Skype it.
Yeah.
Skype it or Twitch it.
Like we all just set up the game, and then when you roll, we all move your piece. Then we have to find whatever card you pull, and we have to find that in the deck.
But it'd be fun to like Twitch stream it or YouTube stream it or something. Make it an event.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also have many hours to sit down and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm out.
And do you guys have anybody that do you have any groups or anything that you're gonna be playing? The people you're gonna be playing with?
Not yet.
Not in person.
Hopefully,
No.
but maybe not. I don't know.
When I move, I'll be closer to people, so maybe I'll
Be
get
closer to
Jordan,
me.
Deno, Toku Nation. I'll trick him
There you
into
go.
playing.
Hey, I've learned from this bus trip. I'm only like 4 hours away from Tennessee, so
10 if the bus breaks down.
guys, that isn't even the first time. We literally we were going to Louisville. We were going to Louisville for a trip one day, and we took 3 buses, like 3 times. So there was 150 of us busing to Louisville for a soccer game, and bus 2 literally just breaks down in the rest stop. So we have memorial shirts for bus 2, and people think like they all died or something. We're like, no, they just didn't make it to the game.
They were never seen again.
So we also determined there were 4 people that were on the infamous bus 2 that broke down that actually were on our bus that broke down, and they've now been gently banned from any more bus trips because it's them.
Oh, they're jinxed.
It's clearly not the bus company, it's them. Yeah, I still need to watch. I haven't watched any live streams or anything for Heroes of the Grid yet, which I need to, but content on that will be coming when the game comes out, as well as gameplay, live stream, yada yada. We got some stuff for Battle for the Grid as well. This stuff, Chris, do you want to just, I'll let you, if you want to just smile.
If you're PlayStation 4, you're pretty pissed off, but if you're Switch or Xbox One, you've been happy. The Gold Ranger came out, Time Force Pink Gen came out. It's a fun update. It is. I don't know if the sparks are at it. I didn't pay attention. I only played the Switch for maybe 20 minutes the other day because my kiddo has it, and I'm not with my kiddo right now. So what I played was fun. The Gold Ranger's really spastic, and I like that. Lots of cool moves and like little moments that got me all way too excited than I should have been. And all the lines that he uses are pulled from the show. Some of them kind of questionable, but whatever.
Are they or is it like somebody imitating them re-recording, or is it like a rip cleaned up from the show?
I think it's an imitation. I don't know 100% because there's points where I'm like, that's not Brad Hawkins, and then there's a couple other times where I'm like, is that Brad Hawkins? So
I didn't
I
see
don't know.
his name in the credits. I think at the end when you beat it, they added the credits for whoever voices him and Jen.
It's a really good imitation. Whoever did
Yeah,
it.
I don't
Cool.
think either of them is. I don't think it's Aaron Cahill either. So
His I already know his lines. It's time to even up the score. The pleasure was all mine. It's time for a gold rush. I call upon the power of Pyramidas.
That is
There
the
you go.
Yes.
bulkiest, strangest.
That is the coolest attack move in the world because it calls upon Pyramidas and then just bolts of energy shoot down. I love it.
Twice.
But if you hold the attack button when he goes, it's time for a gold rush, or when he shoots the blast out of the staff.
Yeah.
If you push the same button more than once, he'll shoot up to 3.
Yeah.
Whereas if you
and
just
it
do
does
it
the
once,
big,
he'll shoot.
the
Or if
big,
you just
gold
push it
symbol.
once, he'll shoot 1 bolt. But if you do it like 3 times, he'll shoot 3 bolts. I thought it was cool.
Somebody got a message.
Yeah. Sorry, I
would-
actually have to duck out so I can get ready for the streets.
Oh, well, thank you so much for hopping
Yeah, thank
in.
you for having me.
All right, I'm gonna have to have more people on here more. This has been fun. Toodles.
Thank
Uh,
you. Goodbye.
This is where I'll just be bitter for a second. I wish I could play it, but it's still not on PC. So it looks fun, and I'm excited to play it when I can.
Before I have to duck out, I just want to say that both characters that released are absurdly amazing. Both really fun to play, and I love how every update this game gets, my favorite character roster keeps changing.
Nice. It's
because Udana came out, and I absolutely adore Udana in that game. The Cenozoic Blue is super fun to play. Jen's fun to play. Trey's fun to play. Yes.
The game is becoming more fun to play, and
Yeah.
that's good news. And hopefully, the game just continues to increase in popularity as these updates continue to happen.
Hopefully.
Absolutely. I'd love to see fighting tournaments. I'd love to see massive tournaments with the projectors, like next Power Morphicon. I want a 50-person tournament culminating in maybe like a panel, and then they run like the finals or something after it. I think there's a lot of stuff they can do with it, and I think they're growing it. But yeah, again, unfortunately, until it comes out on PC, I can't dedicate really any time to it other than just reading their reviews and seeing how it goes. But I'm glad people seem to be happy with the update. So that's awesome. There's now matchmaking, so you versus your friend who's also playing it. You can actually start having some one-on-one battles. I can't wait until more things like wait, what?
So what a concept.
Shh. But yeah, playing as your friends. I can't wait to see more tournaments and stuff pop up live. I'll do stupid commentary. I don't even know what the crap would be going on, but I'll just be dumb and drink a little bit, and it'll be funny enough. We'll make it work. All right, so that is it for that. We don't have a lot of time left right now because we really got to move to Toku stuff, and RR the Streets is coming up. So here's a quick on the con news. San Diego Comic-Con is coming up. If you want to know more about it, watch PowerRanger.com, their live stream that they just did about it. I'll have a direct link to it below when I get with the notes. PMC Pasadena California, a lot of stuff about that. Put out a video for it this week with information. Put out a video this week about Power Ranger Stop, which is coming into Orlando this year. I am attending. I can't wait to come. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So that is happening. San Diego Comic Con, there's some more exclusives. Links to them below, of course. And we did see some stuff about the Gold Ranger Morpher. I'm going to let that slide. It's
For kids.
It's not for me. Kids, I think, are going to love the crap out of it. But it's not for me. So let's move on to some Rider stuff. Hey, Chris, you're totally caught up with Kamen Rider, right?
Which one?
Zio.
Geo? No, I do not watch Geo.
That's okay. You don't really have to know any of that for this because it's the DX Amazon Omega Ride Watch. I'm sure Shuki already has this one pre-ordered. It is the exclusive Ride Watch. Blah, blah, blah. It is from Lawson. I'm going to be honest. I don't even know what Lawson is, but it's a convenience store. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a convenience store.
Convenience store. They have an exclusive one. It's to commemorate the new movie that's coming out over Quartzer. And yeah, special campaign is going to run July 6th through 25th. Please get on your middleman. I do not actually have a price range for it, so just assume.
Expect a lot.
If it's a convenience store exclusive, you have to go through a middleman for it. You're going to throw out a lot of it. Not as much as media.
A local middleman at that.
You're going to, I mean, the way you look at it this way, it's a movie ticket thing as well. If I remember correctly.
Wait, so you have to have the ticket too and the convenience?
Yeah. If I remember correctly, I might be wrong on that, but you have to factor in that. You have to factor in the fact that it's a middleman. You have to factor in shipping from Japan. There's a lot of things you got to factor in. This one is not going to be cheap. I would expect bare minimum, you're probably looking at $50 to $60. But have fun.
I'm so glad I don't care about that. I will eventually. I'll get like a Ride Watch or two. I would have more if America had them imported. You can clip that. Okay, so you're not probably going to get with those, but if you are interested in them, good luck. Call Matt Hunt or your middleman, and I'm sure one of them will take care of you.
On like Toku Collectibles, they might have pre-orders up.
Oh yeah, some sites might actually have them, but good luck.
Good luck with that price, though.
Yeah, this is Kamen Rider Aqua, who I completely didn't know was a thing. He apparently
My boy Aqua
appeared in Kamen Rider versus Kamen Rider 4s and O's Movie Wars. I have absolutely no idea, but he is going to
Mega
be
Max, Best Movie Wars. Peace.
He's going to be in the next Geo episode listings. 44th episode, gonna air July 21st. He's gonna be there in the present. He's apparently from the future.
What?
He's from the future. He's gonna be here in the present. We'll just go with that. I'm gonna toss up a thing. I have to go to the bathroom real quick. I'm going to toss up a picture for Kamen Rider 01.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to jet. I will see you another time.
Toodles. Thank you
Bye.
for stopping. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. I will be right back. Take a look at our new rider.
He's pretty cool. He's a grasshopper. Grasshoppers are cool. So who wants Kamen Rider in the US, huh? At least the merch, huh? Zero One looks to have a lot of play features that are similar to Gaim, and the idea that there's a base form with different forms of armor that attach. So, could get a cool gimmick figure line for this, kind of like Gaim had, and Drive, and X-Aid to an extent. But yeah, Zero One, in my opinion, I think looks fantastic. Arthur, where should one start to watch Kamen Rider? If you've never watched it before, man, it really depends on what kind of shows you like, what kind of because everyone is different. I started with Forze back in the day. That is not a show a lot of people like, but I thought it was great. It had a very Power Ranger-y ish feel to it with high school students and stuff, and that's what made it fun for me. But as far as where to start on Kamen Rider, man, that's best thing to do is just kind of build as a good one that will ruin your life. Gaim is my personal favorite, but that's not for everybody. But anyways, Liz is back. 0-1 time. Liz, go.
Kamen Rider 01 has been fully revealed, not officially revealed, but fully revealed in a lot of scans. Toei is actually going to have a press conference on July 17th, announce details about Kamen Rider 01, because it's going to be the first Kamen Rider of the Reiwa generation. Hopefully we'll find out a little bit more about it, but we do have Kaboom. There he is. So he's the black and yellow rider in the middle, and I have got to say, he is retro. I love it. I think he looks, I don't know. I just think it's old school. I think it's just taking it back. Here is the look at the driver. Go ahead and make that a bit bigger. These things right there are called, is it Progrise? Because it looks like it would be Rise. So, like, Progrise? Is that how you would say it?
Progrise. I don't know. We'll find out when the show comes out or when they say what it is. But yeah, no, I don't know. It looks cool.
I like the cassettes that turn into keys. I think that is a neat way to go. But things are retro now. Use an old school cassette. New Coke, Stranger Things. It's all about that.
It's a boat box.
It's something. So here we have 01. His base design is going to be known as Rising Hopper. These Progrise keys, you change the keys in the belt. He's going to activate new forms. I'm just going to keep tossing on some new layers for you guys so you can see all of this new stuff that he has going on. Here's a bunch. Of course, we're going to have new riders with it as well, but I want to show you this picture first before I get into them so you guys can see the keys, kind of how they open. What's the over-under? How many keys is Josh going to get, Chris?
Probably say over-under is between 5 and 10. So I think under 10, but over 5. Now the question is, will he watch any of it? That's more of a 0. I don't think he'll watch any episode for years until later
on. I think if there's lots of play, but it's hard to tell just by looking at it. But I think I'm gonna err closer to about 15 or so. Depends.
I am personally trying to decide what my involvement will be with this series. Like, are they going to do a gimmick figure line? That's my big question. As opposed to just doing the Soto figures and stuff. But are they actually going to do like a gimmick action figure? Because apparently these are armors that are swappable. In theory is what I heard. But I don't know. Like, I don't know. I have to see if it's cool. Like, I like the idea of the belt and stuff. Like, these cassette things are cool. It reminds me of a Soundwave and Transformers. So that's a plus.
Anything in Transformers for you is a plus. Here is checking out some of the armors. For it, we've got Flying Falcon, Biting Shark, Flaming Tiger, Freezing Bear. Let me pull up.
It's like the Wild Force team.
Okay. Oh, I haven't really been paying attention on chat real quick. Oh, Kelly's the moderator. She has to go make cookies. So everybody just be cool for a while. Thanks, Kelly. More keys, J-Boz, Ryan Hybermateki. Is 01 going to do a team up with the other Kamen Rider in the future, maybe? Hopefully they keep. Hopefully there won't be any change between, like, Heisei and Reiwa. Like, they wouldn't do a crossover. Like, you would think they would clearly do a bridging the gap crossover or something like normal, right?
There's always more merch to be made and more merch to sell, and what better way to do it than by referencing your past successes with your current success?
Actually kind of makes me wonder how they would do, just like looking at the cassette. are they cassette? I don't know what to call them. Right now I'm calling them like cassette keys. So looking at them, I wonder if they would do like the show logo or what they would do. Like, let's say if it was Guy, would they do the sword kind of thing? Or I don't know. I'm just wondering how they would design Ranger Rider keys.
Give it a couple months, we'll probably find out.
We absolutely will. We absolutely will. Um, So there are two other Kamen Riders that are mentioned, Kamen Rider Vulcan and Kamen Rider Valkyrie. So Vulcan is bizarro because we got a like sketch. Sometimes leaks and stuff come out, and I didn't really go too crazy about leaks and rumors for 01, unlike some other series I have before. Um, this one has a little more subdued, and we actually got a picture of him. He looks exactly like the sketch, which is insane. I'm still, there we go. Here he is, right here. This Kamen Rider, blah, 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 Vulcan. There we go. Kamen Rider Vulcan. Vulcan's initial form is Shooting Wolf. Valkyrie's is Lightning Hornet. Now, let me pull up a thing that had Kamen Rider Valkyrie in it, because here's the thing. Lady or nah?
I'm gonna say nah, only because we thought that with past writers too. I think which was the last one we thought was going to be a lady.
Well, we also kind of
I
thought
think it was-
Gio may be a lady because the pink and like the
Yeah.
breastplate, but
Gio was one, and then same with I want to say Cross Z at first, because of the breastplate or the arms look skinny or something.
but this wouldn't be.
Yeah,
This would be all the way down to the third rider. I mean, we've been burned not thinking it was going to be Rider 1, or maybe even Cross Z would have been the secondary rider. This could potentially be a third rider. You know me, I'm the eternal optimist. I'm going to say, please. Yeah, probably.
It would be a nice change, but I'm not going to bank on it, if that makes sense.
No one should ever hold their breath on getting a female rider. You'll die. Basically what I'm saying. You'll die.
We did get Kiva, so maybe.
Kivala doesn't count. Kivala counts.
Well, I meant Kiva. We had Kiva after not having a Kiva figure art in 15 years.
Gotcha.
We finally got a Kiva figure art.
We
So
did.
crazier things have happened.
I suppose. Here is our weapons. Let me move over and talk about those really quick. Okay, attach signature weapon. It's the attach case, which I'm going to like a case cassette. 01 uses the sword-like one. The attach caliber. Vulcan uses the attach shotgun. Hirobi uses the attach arrow. So here we go. Another weapon called the Authorized Buster is also detailed. This is an axe that can transform into a gun and may be used by multiple riders, which I'm pretty sure I have a picture of. This is when you have special shout out to Toku Nation for not only providing all of these pictures, but for properly labeling them so I can easily go through and know that these are all Kamen Rider 01 scans. Chris, what do I have to do to have Toku Nation sponsor me?
I don't know. Talk to Jordan. He's cheap, though.
So here we go. This is the one that we were talking about. The Authorized Buster. Here we go. Can transform into a gun. May be used by multiple riders. I'm just kind of checking in right now. Are the streets starting now? I totally understand some of you guys are bailing out because you are heading over there. Refresh that page really quick. So let's talk about 01 just a little bit longer, some other rider stuff, and then we are going to get going because it is their time, and I'm already intruding in on it. I will end up doing a bigger thing about Kamen Rider 01 once I finally find the time, and I will go over all of this in much higher detail. But currently, since we've already talked about all that, let's go to Ryusoulger. Really quick, we did get some stuff for the next wave. These are the quarter 4 scans that I'm going to be talking about. Excuse me as I try to find all the stuff for Ryusoulger. I one day would like to show you / would never ever like to show you what my organization system looks like for all of this. Where is the K? I'm so official, guys. One picture. Kaboom, here it is. This is the Yoku-Ryu-O, which is the mecha, and then we have Max Ryusoul, which is going to be a power-up for Ryusoul Red, of course, because nobody else can possibly have power-ups. Yoku-Ryu can combine with Ryusoul Red and Tiramigo, which is going to make Poo Tiramigo. Poo Tiramigo. Yoku-Ryu has the unique can become Yoki-Ryu-O, which are these guys. Again, these are 4th quarter scans. We won't be seeing them for a little bit. It's like a rolly ball that turns into a mecha. Looks kind of neat. Ryusoul Red, of course, gets everything. I'm sure everybody is surprised. Moving along. I still like Ryusoulger. I'm apparently the only one left.
I'll watch it.
I liked it. That's alright. It's alright. Let's go to Ultraman really quick in Taiga news, which I'm gonna put right there. Episode 1 has happened. I have not watched it yet. The website has revealed it's actually going to have 24 episodes, which is a little strange because Ultraman episodes normally run at 25. This one is only going to be 24, but it is currently airing. I can't tell you where to possibly find it. Check my Twitter and ask me, and I'll find it somewhere. But it is out, 24 episodes, and yeah, episode 1 has already came out. If you want to go get it. I like the collectible gimmick on it. I'm a big fan of the key rings. I think they look cute. Yes, let's move on to, we had Ultraman Day this week. I did not celebrate at all. However, everybody should celebrate because Mill Creek Entertainment has acquired the entire Ultraman library for physical and digital releases. This is really cool. This announcement means that nearly every single production released as part of the Ultra series in the last 50 plus years has the potential for both physical Blu-ray release as well as digital streaming options. To celebrate it, they also announced that Ultra Q is going to have the complete series released as Blu-ray. Ultraman, just the original Ultraman, is also going to have a Blu-ray release. Both of those are going to be $39.98 standard retail price, and they're also going to be doing limited edition steelbooks for both of them. Those will each run you $49.98. But the big news on this, guys, is that if you're a big fan of Ultraman at all, this is a big way that we can start getting actual Ultraman content to us. And here we go. And that is it. I'm going to end this right now because RR The Streets is going on. I'm going to find a link to them really quick because I need blah, blah, blah. I need to grab it to tell you guys right now. Let me pull this in. So before you guys leave my chat, if you could do me a favor, go hit this link. I'm going to post it right below. Thank you guys so much. I'm just going to start the wrap up now. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me this evening. There's no way I'd possibly, Chris, thank you, and to the other Chris and Shuki, and just, I couldn't have done this without you guys. Thank you so much. You really mentally helped me out today while I was stressing with all of this. So thank you guys so much. Friends are amazing. Go check out RRR The Streets. I have a link to them below.
Started the trend,
Keep
Brian.
hopping.
You say what you do.
Wouldn't it be hilarious?
Tell
if
them
Boss
Ranger
was at
listens,
Cons
yeah. I love you all. Thank you from the bottom of
Yeah,
my
like,
heart.
just get
Chris,
me
you're
outta here.
amazing. And I'll see you
That
later,
would
buddy.
be.
Have a
except
fan-friggin-tastic
it's more
Friday.
probable that he isn't because